Everyone's trying to be like Kobe. I mean, you literally walk to the trash, people don't know a lick of basketball, they shoot something, they say Kobe. Like, he was literally the definition of the game of basketball. The first time, I heard about Kobe Bryant when I stepped into this world that God put me in. So yeah, I'm very thankful for that as well, just to be able to see the development of his career and his growth as an individual and how it's impacted me and literally every single one of my childhood friends that I consider brothers. Kobe's was always that legend that you looked up to, and everybody knew him the moment that they had any type of interest in basketball. I can't even imagine how many millions of kids picked up a basketball because of Kobe being Bryant.
I have 3 older brothers growing up, and we always just be in the park playing. And every time they shot a crazy shot or shot something in the trash or anything, always just yell Kobe, Kobe, Kobe.
I had to sit out this year because I transferred. So I had to learn a lot about myself away from basketball because I can't compete on the court right now. And I also came into the year with an injury. So it was a lot. It was my first time not being able to turn to basketball for all my needs and just to block myself away from life by playing basketball. So I just really tried to be the best version, person. I tried to be the best student, be the best everything that I could because I couldn't play basketball.
Every time you step on the court, you try to do something that Kobe does. And that's really how it started. Just standing there and seeing what the guy did on TV last night, just be like, oh my, I'm gonna do that.
My turnaround that's all Kobe Bryant. I like to turn around over my right shoulder and coach will yell at me and be like, stop fading. But I've tried to work to master that shot and it's something I go to, so definitely that came from him. I have a fat head of him on my wall at home. Here I got 2 posters of him hanging up, his book, everything. He's one of those people that you want to chase after and what you want to become.
Trying to embrace his mentality of always being at your best, always trying to dominate, whether it's school, whether it's on the court, off the court, anything you do, just do it to your best ability or don't do it at all, basically.
He was up doing stuff at early in the morning when nobody in their right mind, God wasn't even awake yet, and he's in the gym working.
Everybody talks about his Mamba mentality, and he just really lived by that, and I know his family lived by it and his daughters, so it was really cool to see him just put that forward into his game and into his life every day. I had surgery, and his book had helped me get through it a lot because I was really nervous and scared, and I know he's been through a lot of injuries, but not similar to mine. But I just know after I read that, it helped me get through it and it helped me push on the court and just be a better version of myself and improve my game at every level and just never think that I'm too good at something and to just improve myself.
A lot of people want to be like Mike. He literally said, I'm gonna be like Mike, and then became Kobe.
He was a nut. He took crazy shots, he did crazy things, everybody wanted to be like him. I always used to wonder what was so special about Kobe when everybody used to say Michael Jordan was the best player alive, but now being older, I realize just his work ethic and just everything that he's about and his mentality is what made him Kobe.
I genuinely believe if there was 2 people at the Lakers game, if it was just his dad and some old man who could afford the tickets, if there was the only people sitting there, he would really do something crazy put up 60 and just give everything. And he did not care who was there. He did not care about the cameras on him. And I mean this is another thing that makes him so amazing, especially with the Mamba mentalities. He just wanted to be the best at whatever he was doing.
Not everyone has the same love for the game, but you have to have that passion and that will and that grit to want to win the game, and it makes all the difference. I think about how he's not only molded the game for the NBA level, but how he's thought to bring in the women's game, women's college basketball, how he's stands strong for WNBA, and how a lot of that came from his daughter. So I just think of him as a family man who had a great mentality.
I remember after every basketball game, I would always get mad and upset, almost to where I was crying, and my mom would get mad at me. She's like, "Why are you crying on the court?" But just kind of trying to take from him a couple lessons I learned were to keep that passion. It's okay to be upset over losing. Losing isn't an option. Losing is not something that you want. It's not an outcome that's favorable. But you got to prepare like that. You got to practice every single day. Bring your A game every single day, and work like you're afraid to lose, and like you love winning. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you still might lose. Kobe still had bad days. Everybody has bad days, but as long as you leave it all out in the court or on the field or in the office, wherever you are in your life, then, you know, you should be okay with the outcome. Just got to go back to work. And then my mom always telling me, you know, be the best Jensen you can be. I would definitely say I'd do that, you know, not trying to really be like anybody else.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's something I feel like that's, you know, easier said than done. Always consistently being the best version of yourself. But, you know, I try to enact that in my day-to-day, whether it's just, you know, treating people how you want to be treated, you know, simple things you learn when you're younger. And then definitely in my playing, how I approach the game, whether it's, you know, film, rehab, just trying to do everything I can to better myself.
5 NBA championships is what he brought to my city. It's 5 different parades. And I just mean, it's you always knew there was a chance with Kobe. Like every time you could be down 20 with 4 minutes left. And since Kobe Bryant is in the basketball game, you know something's about to happen. He's not gonna let it go down like that. So when he went out in the most Kobe, he shot 50 times. He shot the ball 50 times. That's a lot of times, and he had 60 points. So I remember tears, and once he got to like 40, 42, tears just started coming down my face. I was like, oh my God, we are never gonna be able to see this grit and determination, this Mamba mentality. This is never gonna be replicated. He's different. Like, he's just different.
Coach Collins, he tells about stories about how Kobe used to wake him up at 3 o'clock in the morning when he was working with Team USA and like just try to break Coach Collins to see like how dedicated he was to the team, to him, but just like knowing that Kobe, like whatever he did, like Kobe could be playing against anybody. Like he'd try to win that thing, or like he'd be in school or anything. I just know Kobe has that mentality just to go get it by any means.
Once he hung up the jersey, you know, he going out and he's winning Oscars and he's creating programs and teaching the game to the entire next generation. He's being a dad on the court, everything that he never got to do, like for the 20 years prior to that. I mean, like, he's so special. Like, he was just so special. And it shows you when you see something like that, is that you have to go hard. He brought success to my city. He brought happiness to my city. He was everything to my city.
You know, life is short. It can be at any given moment. I'm sure when, you know, Kobe said bye to his wife and his other daughter that day, he assumed he was going to come back, but just not taking anything for granted, you know, never assuming, and just being appreciative of every single moment, every single breath.
Appreciating your loved ones and letting them know that you love them and that they mean a lot to you. So just not taking anything for granted.
He said that he never feared anybody or feared that he was going to fail, because he knew that no matter how hard anybody else worked, they'd never work as hard as him.
His ceiling there was no ceiling. There was no ceiling at all.
I would describe Kobe in one word as phenomenal.
Greatness.
Champion.
The greatest.
Relentless.
Legend.
The GOAT. Greatest of all time.
He just showed me, like, if you want it, you can have it for real. Kobe Bryant, it's a legend.